Lake George is our beacon. We're drawn to its beauty and its clarity. The lake brings us joy, delight, serenity. It is our purpose and our passion to protect this natural treasure you won't find anywhere else. The LGA exists to protect Lake George, the queen of American lakes. Our work keeps harmful substances out of the lake so generation after generation can enjoy this special place.
Using our science to solutions approach, we put our resources where they're needed the most. So to reduce pollutants from stormwater runoff, to improve septic systems, to minimize invasive species, and to keep road salt from entering the lake.
The LGA is a shield that protects Lake George.
To me, they have a purpose, one purpose. It's just to make sure that the lake stays the way it is or get it even better because it has changed.
Think about it, we live in science. Everything that we're doing is science, but sometimes it's connecting A to B, and that's what the LGA does.
I could see how important Lake George was to my parents and to my family. Yeah, we would talk about going to the lake. We didn't talk about going to Lake George. We talked about going to the lake. There was only one lake.
All of this is connected in a very complicated way. Limiting the amount of nutrients that get into this lake is one of the most important things we can do because it's maintaining that stable state.
I loved the lake cleanup day that the LGA did. I think that was a great way to bring the communities together, take a closer look and actually see what has been going into the southern basin of our lake and how we can support our lake, how we can maintain it, how we can keep it clean.
I think the biggest concern that I have is this is my drinking water. This is my family's drinking water.
The Jefferson Project is a collaboration between IBM, the Lake George Association, and Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute. And the point of this project is that it's a big data project. So I collaborate with the LGA by interfacing with the community. I've always really enjoyed the residents around Lake George, and I truly think that the residents hold all the important information.
We couldn't do our work without our partners.
The Jefferson Project,
The Lake George Park Commission, our councils of business advisors and science advisors,
WIT advisors, and Lake George Waterkeeper Chris Nowitzki.
The LGA runs more than 40 programs every year that are all focused on keeping Lake George clear and clean.
Education is critical. By investing in new and improved ways to reach people, we create a community of lake protectors. We have the floating classroom, dozens of bay-by-bay gatherings around the lake, and the Lake Protector Profile app that gives personalized property recommendations for every property in the Lake George Basin.
Yeah, look, we would be nowhere without education.
I love the floating classroom. I think that's such a great thing to have on the lake. It's always fun. It comes in our bay a lot too. I love seeing it float in. My son is so excited to get on it one day when he's old enough. It was filled with information. I've lived here my whole life and I still learn something new.
We work directly with the community in many ways. People really want to protect the lake, but may not have the expertise. That is where the LGA comes in.
The Lake Protector Profile app is an easy way to show people how their property affects the water quality of the lake and protective actions they can take. It's for everyone in the basin, not just properties along the shore.
Once you sign up, you put in your address, right away it pops up, it says hi to you, it'll show you your space, it'll tell you all about your soil, your slope. It's great information about your own home and where you fit in.
The fact that the LGA is offering grants to homeowners is a phenomenal program, incentivizing the homeowners, helping the homeowners.
Stormwater is the thing for us here because we have such a slope. Now we have stormwater basins, but they have to be 5 times the size. That's what we're hoping to do through the grant.
Consider your land usage, consider development, do the right thing when it comes to runoff and preventing runoff. Look around your dock, monitor changes, tell us when things are happening. Get the information to the right people is what the most important thing is.
We always speak of the financials. Well, do we have it in our human budget for our next generations not to have Lake George?
We're investing for impact for a sustainable Lake George.
The advocacy and the stewardship that the LGA has provided really has kept this lake what it is.
Well, I'm grateful for the LGA because it's maintaining this beautiful body of water. It's a gem. Lake George is a true gem. There's nothing like it around here.
Tonight is 100% about Lake George. Together, we ensure that we keep our lake clear and clean for future generations. Whether you are protecting your livelihood, your property value, your memories, past and future, or our shared drinking water. Supporting the work of the LGA means protecting our lake. Our legacy is to leave Lake George better than we found it, healthy, vibrant, and clean. By supporting us here tonight, we will continue to protect the Queen of American Lakes.